Well, that was different, wasn't it? And of course, it's part of what I'm really excited just to briefly tell you about today. The Ultimate Fashion History Big Rebrand. I've been running the channel for about 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, something like that. And when I first started it, I put the artwork together very, very quickly because I thought I'd make 10 videos. 300 videos later, I'm still doing it. And I thought after the past 2 years, which haven't been easy for any of us, have they, with the Rona, it was time for a rebrand to freshen up the channel, freshen up the artwork, the logos, the thumbnails, all of that. And this was the inspiration behind it. I stumbled upon this poster from the 1930s, a travel poster for Iraq. And I can't even tell you why, but I fell so in love with everything about this image. The typography, the colors, the mood, the atmosphere. I thought, you know what, if I could get a font that duplicated this, I'd be happy. Little did I know how much more I would end up getting. Of course, a font like this does not exist, so because I have no talent and can't possibly create one myself, I put out an APB on the Ultimate Fashion History Facebook group asking if anybody could help duplicate this font for me. And I was so lucky to run into this ridiculously talented young lady, Leela Hovarth. I will leave a link to her website in the description area, of course. And she wrote to me and said, Amanda, yes, I think I can do the typography, but I'm not a graphic designer. I'm an illustrator. I'm an artist, but I can do the typography for you. And I thought, great. And then the story gets better. Because Leela is so talented and she so gets it. Do you know what I mean? When you're lucky enough to run into somebody who really gets it. And she said, you know, Amanda, I love the poster. I love everything about it. I really see why you love it. But there's nothing there that really speaks to fashion history. How about if I replace the architectural elements you see here with fashion history elements? And I was so excited because at this point, I had already looked at Leela's website and seen her artwork. And I absolutely fell in love with it. Just her rendering, her handling is so great. Here are some of her landscapes, which I think are sublime. But being a commercial illustrator, as well as a fine artist, she works in many different styles and genres. And I have to say, I love them all. I thought, yes, this is going to be absolutely great. I want to fly her up so she can paint some of her murals on our walls. Here are some murals she did for a bathroom. Aren't they gorgeous? She is so talented. Anyway, I waited with bated breath, not for very long, but I did keep checking my messages because I was so excited to see what Leela came up with. And what she did, I think, was utterly amazing, and I hope you think so too. She took this vintage travel poster from the 1930s and created this. I fell in love at first sight with it. It was everything I wanted and more. What a transformation. I mean, look at this. Amateur hour. And then look at what Leela did. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. And because she so understood what I do with the channel and what the admins do with the group, hi, UFH admins, I never thank you as much as I should. She isolated all of the elements. She created this host of fashion historical characters from ancient Greece all the way through to the 20th century. And you might spot a few famous people in there too. There's Josephine Baker. There's Anna May Wong and Travis Banton. There's Marlene Dietrich. So that I can use all of these elements separately. She also sent the lettering separately. The trees and the foliage, and this was so smart of her, because she knew I'd have to apply this new design to different shapes for different purposes, for thumbnails and for banners and for all kinds of things. It just works, and I get to play around with all of these characters and put them into couples or put them into groups. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, the rebrand meant new Ultimate Fashion History merchandise. I've had way too much fun putting together the new merch. I think you can click on the merchandise below to find the new stuff. And obviously it meant that I could take all of these elements and create a brand new intro, the one you just watched. So that's it. The great 2022 Ultimate Fashion History rebrand. I hope that you like it as much as I do. I think it's way more professional looking, and in a strange way, I think it's a lot more positive and happy looking. And that is what the Ultimate Fashion History is all about, positivity and happiness. I really, really want to thank Leela Hovarth for all of her hard work and her inspired thinking behind all of this. Anyway, I will be back to regular programming after the ancient Egyptian adventure thing, and watch this space for some new series that are coming back and some more episodes in some of our old favorites. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.